AITA for calling my dad out at Thanksgiving for treating my stepbrother better? My parents divorced when I was 14. It was a rough time for everyone. But things got even more complicated when my dad remarried 2 years later. His new wife, Laura, came with her son, Evan, who's a year younger than me. Evan and I have always gotten along fine, he's a good guy. But the way my dad treats him compared to me has always been a sore spot. Growing up, my dad and I had a close relationship. He coached my soccer team, helped me with school projects, and we'd spend weekends fishing or working on the car. After he remarried, things changed. He started putting all his energy into building a new family. At first, I tried to chalk it up to him wanting to make Evan feel welcome, but as the years went by, it became clear that Evan was the priority. The biggest issue came when it was time for college. I worked my butt off in high school to get into a great state university. When I got my acceptance letter, I was over the moon. I sat down with my dad to discuss finances, assuming he'd help since he'd always told me he was saving for my education. But when the time came, he told me he couldn't afford to contribute. I was heartbroken but didn't have much choice. I took out loans, applied for scholarships, and worked part-time jobs to make it work. Then, a year later, Evan started applying to colleges. My dad and Laura threw everything into helping him. They paid for a private college counselor, toured multiple campuses, and even covered all his application fees. When Evan got into his dream school, an expensive private university, my dad didn't bat an eye at footing the bill. Tuition, housing, books, it was all taken care of. I tried to tell myself it wasn't worth getting upset over, but it stung. Fast forward to this Christmas. It was our first big family gathering in a while, and things were going well until my dad gave a toast during dinner. He went on about how proud he was of Evan for landing a great job after graduation and how all the hard work and investment paid off. I sat there, stewing, until I couldn't hold back anymore. I said, well, maybe I could have done that too if I'd had the same support. The room went silent. My dad glared at me and said I was being rude and ungrateful. Laura chimed in, saying I was spoiling the mood and bringing up ancient history. I snapped back, saying it wasn't ancient to me when I was still drowning in student loans while Evan graduated debt-free. After dinner, Laura pulled me aside and told me I was jealous and ruining the family dynamic. Evan, to his credit, said he felt bad and admitted he's always known my dad treated him better, but he wished I'd picked a better time to address it. My dad, on the other hand, hasn't spoken to me since and told me via text that I owe him an apology. I don't think I was wrong to finally say something, but now I'm wondering if I should have handled it differently. Now it's been a few weeks and my father still doesn't talk to me. Am I the **** for calling him out?